ये बता अरे टू बी ठीक है ना 1 2 3 4 1
1 2 3 4 4 लड़कियां उससे 4 बॉयज
4
अननेसेसरीली डोंट
मैंने बोला लड़कियां तुमने
उसको पॉइंट आउट मत करते हो उसने जबरदस्ती करा गलत बोलने को
मैंने से बोला
you can use your discretion no
बेटा अच्छा ना लोग
shift pattern
वन साइडेड टीम मैम वैसी वो समझा गए क्या गधे ये देखो ये छपरी वो पीछे देखो सोता रहता है और ये थोड़ा पड़ा इसको भी देखो और मैं भी उसे ऐसे ही
अरे मैंने टॉप मारा इंग्लिश में समझी
स्टाइलिश को भी सेम मार्क्स है
ठीक है 17
तो मुझे 16 है
तो टॉप पे है
16 है ना हां
टॉप पे
क्या बताओ
इसको
अब टॉप मारा बच्चे को मैथ्स के पेपर में टॉप मारा
see this is a red tabby cat like
जिंग जिंग tabby दी
अरे
क्यूट है
रास्ते पे चीज है
क्यूट है
हां
रास्ते का आवाज सस्ते हैं
नाम बड़े लोग के
देखना
ये बड़े हो गए
हां क्या बात है
वाह चिल्ली लग रही
मुझे गाने लगाओ ना
क्या लगाओ
गाने लगा मैं डीजे बना दो
डीजे स्नेक का जी है
अब मैं पढ़ता
डीजे स्नेक का ये है
वापस मेरी
अरे मैम
नहीं तू इसका पढ़ लिया इतना बहुत है
अरे तो मेरी बारी होगी अभी
नहीं पैराग्राफ पढ़ो
ये
ये आपके चैनल में बोला मैं बैठी
इसे लड़का उसने ऐसे
और
किया
रेस्पेक्ट
ऐसे लड़का लिया
मैं बैठी हूं तो मैम को तो कुछ बोल नहीं सकता इसको तो मैं धक्का
ऐसे लड़का दिया ऐसे लड़का दे रहा था
हां इसके देखा
विश ऐसे लड़का दे
सॉरी
रहा
कितना बोलेगा डोंट
था
से
ऐसे लड़का दे रहा था
माफ कर दे ये आगे कर ये ना माफ वो धक्का देगा मेरा नाम सुन के तो अलग बात है मुझसे ये उम्मीद नहीं थी
There was a big table set up with all kinds of stuff on it. Just for me, they had taken up a collection and bought me school supplies, notebooks, all kinds of different
क्लोथ्स
बोल रहा था मैं
क्लोथ्स ऐसे कौन बोलता है क्लोथ्स होता है
jeans, tops, sweatshirts. It was like Christmas. I was overcome by emotion. People who had never spoken to me before were coming up to me to introduce themselves. I got all kinds of invitations to their houses. They're
genuine
अरे चुप हो जा
स्वीट हो गई क्या स्वीट बोल कुछ
outpouring of concern
really touched me. In that instant, I finally said, I had a sign of relief and thought for the first time that things were going to be okay. I made friends that
I'm mad
reading this again because there was a lot of disturbance. अभी कोई भी disturbance create करे ना सीधा बात. There was a big table set up with all kinds of stuff on it just for me. So this was a surprise that was in store
like
for me.
Christmas.
They had taken up a collection and bought me school supplies, notebooks, and all kinds of different clothes, jeans, tops, sweatsuits. It was like Christmas. How was it in Christmas where you get gifts and all? So it was just like Christmas.
So it's
I was overcome by emotion. People who had never spoken to me before were coming up to me to introduce themselves. So they were making him feel comfortable in that zone. I got all kinds of invitations to their houses. Their genuine outpouring of concern. Outpouring of concern.
Like their genuine behavior.
A lot of concern that they were showing.
Like
Affection.
that he should come to their house.
To make him feel a part of the group.
When
Put that outside. Really touched me. In that instant,
इसका है अब इसने किया मेरा साइड इसका डाल दो
देखा भैया
देखा देख
in that instant, I finally breathed a sigh of relief and thought for the first time that things were going to be okay. I made friends that day.
बेटा अरे
Should I read it? Okay, I am reading it now. A month later, I was at my house watching them rebuild it. So now they are rebuilding the house.
आप एकदम अच्छे आप अच्छा पढ़ते हो उन दोनों को तो
हाँ तो इसलिए Okay, now don't interrupt. A month later, I was at my house watching them rebuild it. But this time it was different. I wasn't alone. I was with two of my new friends from school. It took a fire for me to stop focusing on my feelings of insecurity. It took a fire for me to stop focusing on my feelings of insecurity. What does this mean? Because of the fire, he was in a zone which was uncomfortable, and that led, which means problems lead to something good. It's not that problems are always bad. And open up to all the wonderful people around me. Now, I was sitting there watching my house being rebuilt when I realized my life was doing the same thing. So what was my life also doing? My life was also rebuilding. I saw the house being rebuilt and I realized that my life was also being rebuilt now. While we sat there on the curb is a small fence. Okay, so while we sat there on the curb planning my new bedroom, I heard someone walk up to me from behind and say, "Does this belong to you?" When I turned around to see who it was, I couldn't believe my eyes. A woman standing there holding my cat. I leapt up and grabbed her out of the woman's arms. I held her close to me and cried into that beautiful orange fur. She purred happily. The cat purred happily. My friends were hugging me, hugging the cat and jumping around. So he had also made friends now. Apparently, my cat had been so freaked by the fire. Freaked means I got so scared by the fire that she ran over a mile away. Her collar had our phone number on it, but our phones had been destroyed and disconnected. This wonderful woman took her aim and worked hard to find out whose cat it was. Somehow she knew this cat was loved and sorely missed.
उसको समझ गया what is
maybe the cat was also must have been withdrawn. Like they are speaking about the cat going into his arms and purring, which means the cat was also missing. Means the people who were with the cat loved this cat a lot. As I sat there with my friends and my cat curled up in my lap, all the overwhelming feelings of loss and tragedy. Overwhelming means very strong feelings. Of love and tragedy seemed to diminish. Diminish means reduce. He was feeling very insecure, no? So now with the cat there and everyone around, he was feeling comfortable. I felt gratitude for my life. So now because he had faced loss, and then he had got things back. So he felt gratitude. Gratitude is what?
Like kind behavior.
No, being thankful. So I felt gratitude for my life, my new friends, the kindness of a stranger, and the loud purr of my beloved cat. My cat was back, and so was I.
अगर पहले इसकी लाइफ बहुत बोरिंग सी थी फिर एकदम से ट्रेजेडिक
Boring सी थी वो हमें नहीं पता, but here it's talking about going to a zone where you're not comfortable, then you face losses in life, and then you realize their value.
अब सब लोग बगल में बैठे और आप क्वेश्चन
हाँ, question नहीं दे रही हूँ,
10
मैं
marks
तुम लोग को just a few lines to write on this chapter.
उसके
Questions बाद में देखते हैं.
मतलब ये
देख हम लोग mainly get to complete this. If you complete the beggar, if you complete the grammar part. उसके बाद time दे. हाँ, आज इसके लिए तो 3 घंटे लगता है ना.
हम लेकिन अब ये कर सकते हैं
मैम हमारी
रुको, इस पे लिखो, write the name of the chapter.
हो गया ये देख
I finished. Just last minute. Last minute.
कॉपी है
So write down on the top the name of the chapter and write down themes.
अरे
The house is not a
क्या है
Write down.
1 सेकंड हाउ टू डू 6 सेकंड ये तो बोलिए हाँ हो गया 3
Theme.
स्टार्ट लग रही है सो जा कॉम्बल पे
Put the time also.
नो मैम ठीक है एक एक स्वेटशर्ट पहनी है स्वेटशर्ट पहनी है
हाथ ठंडे हो गए ना
रहने दो आप ये भी
ये
साथ
तो देखो बढ़िया है
be what she so write down
slip of पैर हो जाएगा क्या?
ए जब तुम लोग खुद जितना कर रहा था वो उसको चिढ़ा रहे थे.
क्लोज
The story traces the problems.
The story
Traces the
Traces.
problems. TRACES. That one faces. Then an older way of living. When an older way of living comes crashing down, forcing one to rebuild life You're not writing?
Oh, he is reading. As you said.
You're not writing? No, it's okay. I was just asking you, it's okay if you don't write, no problem. To rebuild life from scratch. Forcing one to rebuild life from scratch.
Good start. Good start.
It examines how a seemingly tough situation, seemingly tough means which seems to be tough. Second time ये bag गिर रहा है.
ये और नहीं गिरा. नहीं गिरा.
Can be turned into an advantageous one. ADVANTAGEOUS.
Right है वैसे एकदम right.
Advantages 1, comma, with the right attitude. Now we'll do the beggar. इसका मेरी later अगर grammar करने के बाद time रहेगा तो दोनों combine करके हम detail some questions.
दोनों combine करके
दोनों question combine.
और क्या होता है ये?
कितना मतलब
भैया
If we get time, priority will be time.
I can do this for
Go on detail. Classes will go time 20.
7:20.
6:20. 6:20. 5.
No, no.
6:20 then break from 6:20 to
6:25.
No, from 6:20 to 6:35. 6:35. 15 minutes or 10 minutes.
30 तक रहता है.
Ma'am, 7:30 plus
5 minutes और ले रहे हैं. And then 6:30 to 7:30. No, so who said 7:35?
ये कब से बोल रहा है? 1 घंटा.
No, 6:25 to 7:25.
7:25.
ये तो break ही 1 घंटे का दिया है.
Not break.
Break की बात कर रहे हैं. 6:20 to 7:30.
6:20 to 25. 5 minutes.
No. चल.
ये तो क्यों बोला?
घर जाना तो घर
मैम जितना आपका मन करे 10 मिनट के आगे
गलत मत बोलना.
हम 10 मिनट के आगे आपको जितना मन करे
कितना दे दो.
एक
जो नहीं देना है ना.
कोई बात
10 मिनट ठीक है.
10 मिनट
10 मिनट
Choice नहीं है तो क्या बोले.
ठीक है 10 मिनट काफी है.
Okay, चलो let's proceed.
हम बाथरूम से करेंगे.
जब बाथरूम से गए
कभी beatboxing, कभी ठुकना.
What?
What induced the beggar Lushkov to change his ways?
नाम
Let's
याद रख
see.
लो बस हो गया.
Lushkov.
Lushkov.
Kind sir, have pity. Turn your
मैम हम
attention.
पढ़ेंगे.
हाँ. अरे नहीं मैं ही पढ़ूँ.
नहीं
इस बार अश्मित के सिर पर
अश्मित नहीं अश्मित से मैम
Otherwise वो
नहीं
chaos
मामा
होता है.
मामा
ये
एक
chaos
सेकंड बहुत बड़ा अश्मित से स्टार्ट करो अगर कुछ भी हुआ तो आप तभी रवि अश्मित
नहीं
इसको कुछ बोला अश्मित
हम लोग तो भी वो अंडरकरेंट्स चलते रहे.
नहीं कोई नहीं बोलेगा किसी
कोई
को
नहीं बोलेगा बस वो अपना.
No need.
काइंड सर चलो
Kind sir,
अरे ना.
have pity. Turn your attention to a poor hungry man.
hungry man.
Eh,
ये देखा आप
क्या
आपने
बात
बोल
अभी भी टीचर नहीं पढ़ा चुपचाप बैठ. For 3 days,
आई
for 3 days, I had nothing to eat.
वाह
I
Habit.
haven't 5 kopecks
इसके क्या होता है
for a
इधर?
lodging.
लोडिंग
Kopecks is in Russia you have the this denomination of a ruble. So ruble is the 100th part of like if you have a rupee, you have 50 paise make a rupee. So it's like I don't have 1 paise also, somewhat like that.
That's why I say it is that.
I haven't 5 kopecks
like
for a lodging.
currency of
Currency.
Currency.
I swear it before God. For 8 years, so now there's this big beggar who's saying this. For 8 years, I was a village school teacher, and then I lost my place through intrigues. Intrigues is somebody else's secret plans. I had some problems.
ये हमने आज से ऐसा देखा नहीं देखा जब भी प्रॉब्लम हुआ ये आप पैसा दो
हाँ, वो झूठ बोल रहा था.
ये
झूठ बोल रहा था वो आगे सुनो. Then I lost my place through intrigues. I felt a victim to calumny. Calumny is false accusations. What is calumny? False accusations. मतलब I didn't do anything wrong. कौन क्या कर रहा है?
इस
इसको
बार
मैसेज देखो मम्मी का
मैसेज नहीं इंस्टाग्राम पे देख रहा
7:30 तक ये देख रहा है.
बता.
क्या हुआ मिस?
मम्मी को जो भेज रहा था मैसेज.
ये देखो
अभी लिख
बता
रहा
दिव्या, हाथ में लगा उसको, दे ना
अभी
उसको,
मम्मी
क्या
ढूंढ
कर
रहा है मम्मी कहाँ गई ये
बता
दिखा काकू दिखा
बता मम्मी
तू
को,
क्या कर रहा है
दिखा
देखो
बता
ये तो आगे रख दिया
मम्मी को भेजा ना 7:30 शो
नहीं भेजा मैं साथ में आपने को देख लिया पकड़
और
लिया
अनलॉक
What is that?
और नाम
शक्ल
बता
दिखाओ।
only show me that message, I won't see any
कुछ
other.
करना ना मुझे किया नहीं अब तक
अभी तूने बोला
नहीं क्या
अभी तो
वैसे
मम्मी ने कुछ पूछा देखो
ये पापा को कब भेजा हुआ था
1 मिनट, तू अभी उसके साथ टाइम पास कर रहा है, तेरी मॉम
इसने क्या मैसेज अब तक
है ही नहीं किया ही नहीं मतलब मैसेज
मम्मी का नंबर ही नहीं
मतलब है,
आता।
मम्मी ने जो भेजा था
नहीं बता रहा था 7:30 तक है
झूठ बोलता है
अरे।
And रख लो मोबाइल।
भेज देना मेरे को
OLX में
हाँ OLX पे भेज
Seven.
Okay. So I fell a victim to calumny. Calumny means false accusations. लोगों ने उसको गलत तरीके से blame किया and he was into trouble. It is a year now since I've had since I have had anything to do. Means I have nothing to do. An advocate, Sergey, looked at the ragged, fawn-colored overcoat. Fawn color means yellowish brown color. Yellowish brown.
क्या
Fawn-colored overcoat of the suppliant.
क्या
Suppliant is the person who was talking to
हम
him.
समझा नहीं है ना the advocate
The advocate Sergey looked at the ragged,
what right?
fawn-colored. He looked at this beggar. Huh? He looked at the ragged, fawn-colored overcoat of the suppliant. That beggar was wearing old clothes, ragged clothes, and his dull, drunken eyes at the red spot on either cheek. And it seemed to him as if he had seen this man somewhere before. Okay? So what made him feel is the way he looked and some red spots which he could identify that I have seen this person before.
ऐसे किधर है
ध्यान देना साइड
मेरे को ध्यान है कुछ भी पूछो बोल दो
नहीं तो पता है तुम लोग बहुत स्मार्ट हो साइड में रख बाद में कर why do you need to count that money now
he is giving you
दे इधर give me
अरे पैसे दे
अजून काय
बस और 50 रुपए है चिल्लर 50 रुपए के
दिखा
नहीं है बस की
सब ले लेंगे okay
चिल्लर को लाना 50 रुपए
so it seemed as if he had seen this man somewhere before. I have now an offer of a position in the province of Kaluga. The mendicant went on. Mendicant write down over there, beggar. Huh? The beggar went on and he spoke. What did he say? That I have a position. Okay, there is a job that I have got in Kaluga. But I haven't the money to get there. So this Kaluga place is somewhere else. I've got a job also, but I don't have money to go to that place. Help me kindly. I am ashamed to ask, but I am obliged by circumstances. Obliged by circumstances means I don't have any choice. I feel shameful asking for money, but I have no choice. तू बाहर ही रहना
अरे
बोल
मैम अभी कितनी देर से बैठा हूँ अभी 2 मिनट
ब्रेक था तो
ये देखो
Sergey's eyes fell on the man's Sergey's eyes fell on the man's overshoes. Overshoes are something which they over there they wore on there on their regular shoes. Okay, like a double kind of a shoe on top of yours. So man's overshoes, one of which was high and the other low. Means he was wearing two different shoes. And he suddenly remembered something. Arman ran away. Look here. It seems to me I met you the day before yesterday in Sanovia Street. Who said this? The other person. Huh? So he says that it seems like I met you over there. He said, but you told me then. Who told? The beggar told. Huh? But you told me then that you were a student who had been expelled and not a village school teacher. You see, first when you met, you said that I am a student who has been expelled from my school. Now you're saying I'm a school teacher.
Multiple.
Do you remember? No, that can't be so. Mumbled the beggar, taken aback. Taken aback means he was surprised. I am a village school teacher, and if you like, I can show you my papers. Have done with lying. You called yourself a student and even told me what you had been expelled for. Okay? किस चीज की वजह से निकाला तुमको as a student? That also you had told me at that time. So don't lie. Don't you remember? Sergey flushed. Flushed is like he got excited. Okay? He was like upset, angrier, and turned from the ragged creature with an expression of disgust. So he was upset with him. He is not झूठ क्यों बोल रहा है? This is dishonesty, my dear sir. He cried angrily. This is swindling. I shall send the police for you. Damn you. Swindling means cheating. So he says you are cheating and I'll call it. तुम लोग जाओ अलग अलग बैठो चल.
अरे यार sorry.
कुछ और ही चल रहा है तुम कहीं.
वो चीजें एक्चुअली में इधर आ रही.
क्या इधर पैसा कितना जमा करना है?
Sorry,
Keep your hands up over here. Both of you back in the What are you doing? हाथ डेस्क पे रखो.
यार ये चैप्टर बोलने की मजा नहीं है.
ध्यान नहीं दे रहा है.
बोरिंग है मिस बिग मंगा चैप्टर.
तुम लोग ध्यान दो और if you don't pay attention it will be all the more good.
इस पानी
सब टॉपिक
दोनों जाओ. एक निकालो, एक पियो और बाहर ही हो.
अरे
नेक्स्ट क्लास जब भी होगा तभी आना. What time is the next class? 6:30.
6:30
6:30 will come.
6:90 को
6:20
जाऊंगा.
it gets over, no?
6:20 को जाऊंगा.
6:20 to 6:30 is the break. तो सीधा 6:30 को enter करना.
6:20 को जाऊंगा.
जाओ पार्टी करो. ये इधर कैसा
उसको भी
जाना है,
लेके
इसको भी लेके जाओ.
वो पूरा सागर का
On
घुमाएगा.
to go. चलो
दिस इज द सोच रहा है आगे आ जाए.
नहीं
जाओ जाना है अरमान.
नहीं है मैं क्यों जाऊँ.
So wherever we now see a disturbance हो जाता है situation. Wherever we now swindling. Yes. I shall send the police for you. Damn you. So he says I'll call the police. Sir, he said.
सपने आ रहे मेरे भाई.
Sir, he said, laying his hand on his heart. The fact is, I was lying. So who says now? The
किधर आ गया?
मैं इधर ही आके तुम लोग दोनों को.
अरे बस मैं अभी कुछ बोल रहा हूँ.
मिस किधर आ गया?
Now,
क्या चालू है?
now, 1 minute.
ये क्या पुलिस
एक
है?
मिनट मेरे को ये वो का मत बोलो. You are responsible for yourself. Each one is responsible. सुनो.
पता को पता ही है.
अब अगर मैं नहीं जाने दूँगी, तेरे को जाना है तू जा, but stay out.
शर्ट का अंदर छोड़ दे.
Whatever reasons. Doesn't matter. Go on.
चैटिंग करना है आप हैक मत जाना.
But stay out.
आप हैक मत जाना भी चैटिंग कर रहा है.
Now, if you all disturb me more, I'm going there. जिसको नहीं पढ़ना इधर बैठो.
हम उधर आ जाएंगे मैं पे.
इधर disturb नहीं करते.
मेरा नाम स्लिप है.
ये थूकने नहीं थे वो पेपर.
So I shall send the police for you, damn it.
अरे भाई जी.
Sir, he said, laying his hand on his heart. The fact is, I was lying. I'm neither a student nor a school teacher. All that was fiction. So all that was fiction, he's saying. Now he's saying, I'm going to tell you the truth. Formerly, I sang in a Russian choir and was sent away to a drunkenness. Means I used to drink a lot and I was removed from that choir, from that group. But what else can I do? I can't get along without lying. If I tell the truth, who's going to keep me, right? If you know that the person is a drunkard, you're not going to be hired. But what else can I do? I can't get along without lying. No one will give me anything when I tell the truth. What can I do? What can you do? You ask what you can do? Cried Sergey, coming close to him. Work. That's what you can do. Yes, capital N-I-S. So that person whom he was talking to, his name was Sergey. Work. That's what you can do. You must work. So he's encouraging him to do some work and not to beg. Work, yes. I know that myself, but where can I find work? How would you like to chop wood for me? I wouldn't refuse. This Sergey offers him that would you like to chop? अरे घर का काम रहता है ना, chopping wood for the fireplace and all. So he says, would you like to chop wood for me? I wouldn't refuse to do that. But in these days, even skilled woodcutters find themselves sitting without bread. Sitting without bread means without work. तो मुझे कौन देगा काम? Will you come and chop wood for me?
अरे यार
उठो तुम लोग चलो।
नहीं ठीक है, सॉरी।
और चिपक रहा है भाई।
नहीं ठीक है, sorry.
सिरगी चलो।
So they find themselves sitting without bread. Sitting without bread means, what did I tell you? Without work. What?
Bread to food.
Yes, so food, how will you get when you're earning? So they don't get any food means without money, without work. Will you come and chop wood for me? Yes, sir, I will.
Just सिरगी। अरे यार मैं तो
You will get one. Ergi.
पिछले को पैसे कितना है देखो पैसे देखो
नहीं।
We say good.
See, you both are disturbing the entire class. ये हंसता है because तुम लोग बात करो, नहीं तो वो ध्यान दे रहा है, ये भी ध्यान दे रहा है। ये पहले distracted था, अभी ध्यान दे रहा है।
अरे मैम
But then because of your all this, तुम लोग समझो, तुम लोग दोनों के वजह से पूरा क्लास में सीन क्रिएट हो।
अरे कौन सा है तेरे को करेंगे?
So, will you come and chop wood for me? Yes, sir, I will. Very well. We'll soon find out. Sergey hasted along, rubbing his hands. He called his cook out of the kitchen. Here, Olga, he said, take this gentleman into the wood shed and let him chop wood. Olga was the lady who was his helper over there. So, hasten means to rush, to go fast. So, Olga was the cook. She used to help him with the work. So, here Olga, he said, take this gentleman
कभी watch कभी ये कभी वो
into the wood shed and let him chop wood.
so much
The
disturbance
scarecrow of a beggar shrugged his shoulders and as if in perplexity. Perplexity means confusion. And went irresolutely after the cook.
अरे यार मैं फोन बज रहा है।
इसमें लगा रहा है
Irresolutely means you are unable to understand. That's irresolutely. देख तुम लोग दोनों, मैंने अभी काफी बोला।
मुझे फोन बजा रहा है
कंटिन्यू करोगे, मैं एक वर्ड नहीं बोलूंगी, फिर वो लिमिट बियॉन्ड जाएगा तो सीधा तुम लोग को निकलना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो मैं सिखाऊंगी। I'm not going to teach otherwise. हर एक चीज का लिमिट रहता है।
मुझे फोन बजा रहा है क्या
करो तुम लोग जो चाहिए करो, मैं ऑब्जर्व कर रही हूँ, सब कर रही हूँ, मैं बोलूंगी नहीं कुछ।
चप्पल तो दे दे यार।
So and went irresolutely after the cook. It was obvious from his gait that he gait G-A-I-T. Okay, this means from his walk.
क्या walk?
चलने का
That he had not consented. Now with both of you all know, I am going to do what I do with Aryan. Just ignore.
I am reading.
अभी तू क्या walk क्यों कर रहा है?
W लिख के लगा मिस।
हाँ तो W-A-L-K walk और कौन सा walk है?
W के लगा walk सेम ही तो रहता है walk
तो from his you see from the sentence also ध्यान दे तू कहाँ है मुझे पता नहीं रहेगा तेरे को
पता है लेक्चर
बता
नेक्स्ट वर्ड से पढ़
अभी ढूंढेगा here it is
Rakhi
It was
That he
obvious
did not consent
from his
to go and chop
That
wood.
he had not consented to go. Consented means he was not agreeing.
Agreeing, consent.
अब दिखाने के लिए ज्यादा
अब किसका फोन बजा?
Silent.
had not consented to go and chop wood because he was hungry and wanted work, but simply from pride and shame,
Agree to work.
and because he had been trapped by his own words. Trapped by because he said that, oh, I should get some work somewhere, so now he was trapped. It was obvious too that his strength had been undermined by vodka. Means because he was strong, but because of too much drinking, he was not able to do the work physically. And that he was unhealthy and did not feel the slightest inclination for toil. Inclination means slightest intention.
First time.
Toil is work. He did not have any interest in doing work. Sergei hurried into the dining room. From its windows, one could see the woodshed and everything that went on in the yard. Standing at the window, Sergei saw the cook and the beggar. So where was Sergei now?
In the dining.
Yes, in his room, looking from the window. Sergei saw the cook and the beggar come out into the yard. Okay, can you just shut your mouth?
Yes, ma'am. I'm reading.
Yeah, you might be reading, but just
Ma'am,
shut
he's
your
saying
mouth.
my dad said one Nike Adidas.
Did I ask you what he's saying? Just give it back to him. Just give it back to him. Just whatever you're doing, shut your mouth. Okay?
And then this is
I don't want to tell you where I am. You do whatever you're doing, but just keep your mouth shut. Sergei saw the cook and the beggar come out into the yard by the back door and make their way across the dirty snow to the shed. Olga glared wrathfully. Wrathfully means extremely angrily. Olga is the cook. So Olga glared wrathfully at her companion, shoved him aside with the elbow. Shoved means she pushed him like that, unlocked his shed and angrily banged the door. Why was she angry? Because he was not doing anything properly. Then, next, he saw the pseudo teacher seat himself on a log. Pseudo means, what is the meaning of pseudo?
Pseudo teacher.
Fake. Okay. Nakli teacher, right? He wrongly presented himself as a teacher. So we are calling him a pseudo teacher. Next, he saw the pseudo teacher seat himself on a log and become lost in thought with his red cheeks resting on his fists. Fist means like this. He had red marks on both sides, so red cheeks. The woman flung down an axe at his feet, spat angrily, and judging from the expression of her lips, began to scold him. Which woman? Olga. The beggar irresolutely pulled a billet of wood towards him. Billet is of wood is a piece of wood, a log of wood.
Quantity.
No, a log of wood on which you can sit. No, that a little bigger piece.
He picked that up and sorry.
He pulled. Throw किधर लिखा है? Pull. ध्यान दे. He pulled a billet of wood towards him, set it up between his feet, tapped it feebly with the axe. So he was now trying to cut that wood. The billet wavered and fell down. The billet shook, wavered and fell down. Arya, I don't want one word, otherwise you're wrong. I can hear your voice. The beggar again pulled it to him. Okay? Blew on his freezing hands and tapped it with his axe cautiously, as if afraid of hitting his overshoe or cutting off his finger. The stick of wood again fell to the ground. So the man was trying to do it, but he was unable. Sergei's anger had vanished. है ना तेरे पास?
मैं आपको सुन रहा हूँ जस्ट सर्गे अगर लास्ट
ध्यान
वर्ड बोल
सुनो,
सकते
इधर उधर जा रहा है, ध्यान दे।
लास्ट वर्ड बोलूं
ये पेन पकड़, जो मैं पढ़ रही हूँ पेन को उधर से ले, वहाँ पे क्या कर रहा है उसके साथ? तेरा बोल क्यों रहा है? उसके साथ लिखिएगा, लिखना है तो पेंसिल यूज कर चाहिए। हाँ, तो while I'm reading, मार्क कर, फोकस इधर उधर जा रहा है तेरा। While I'm reading, just keep your pencil to where I am. Sergey's anger had vanished, and he now began to feel a little sorry and ashamed of himself for having set a spoiled, drunken, and perhaps sick man to work at menial labor in the cold. So Sergey now himself started to feel bad that he's not capable physically also. He doesn't know how to do that job, and I'm making him to do these small tasks. Menial means small, minor tasks. An hour later, Olga came in and announced that the wood had all been chopped. Good. Give him half a ruble, said Sergey. Give him some money. If he wants to, he can come back and cut wood on the first day of each month. So now he is giving him regular work.
Ma'am, ruble कितनी value होगी?
8 rupees.
1 ruble is some 1 rupee type. It doesn't have
like same value as Indian currency.
Right.
Same
We can always, okay, we'll see that later. We can always find work for him. On the first, so now he was encouraging him to work and he was himself giving him work. On the first of the month, the waif is a homeless, abandoned person. Look udhar. Homeless, abandoned person.
इतना वजह
तो क्या करेंगे?
क्या हुआ?
On the first of the month, the waif made his appearance and again earned half a ruble, although he could barely stand on his legs. So again he came, he did work and he earned half a ruble. From that day on, he often appeared in the yard and every time work was found for him.
Now he's working regularly.
He's working regularly. Now he would shovel snow. Shovel means वो snow को side में डालते हैं.
Axe thing.
हाँ. So now he would shovel snow. Now put the wood shed in order. Now beat the dust out of the rugs and mattresses. Every time he received from 20 to 40 kopecks. And once even a pair of old trousers were sent out to him. When Sergey moved to another house, so now Sergey was shifting from there. When Sergey moved into another house, he hired him to help in the packing and hauling of the furniture. Hauling is shifting. This time, the waif was sober, gloomy, and silent. So why was the waif sober, gloomy, silent? Because Sergey was going from that place.
So he was sad.
He's sad. He hardly touched the furniture and walked behind the wagons, hanging his head, not even making the pretense of appearing busy. Pretense means not even acting to be appearing to be busy. He was just with his head down. He only shivered in the cold and became embarrassed when the carters jeered at him for his idleness. When the carters were who? The people who are shifting. Okay? When all of them looked at him, he was just shivering in the cold and he became embarrassed. That's it. For his idleness, his feebleness, and his tattered fancy overcoat. Tattered is old. After the moving was over, Sergey sent for him. Well, I am happy that my words have taken effect, he said. Who said this? Sergey. Handling him a ruble. Here's for your pains. I see you are sober and have no objection to work. Sober means now you're not drinking or anything and you've calmed down and have no objection to work. What is your name? Lashkov. Well, Lashkov, I can now offer you some other cleaner employment. Can you write? Cleaner means some better job than cutting logs and doing all that menial work. Can you write? I can. Then take this letter to a friend of mine tomorrow and you will be given some copying to do. Okay, copying is some kind of copywriting work. Some writing work. Work hard, don't drink, and remember what I have said to you. Goodbye. Pleased at having put a man on the right path, Sergei tapped Lashkov kindly on the shoulder and even gave him his hand at parting. Gave him his hand means shook hands with him while they were parting. Lashkov took the letter and from that day forth means that day onwards, came no more to the yard for work. Now, 2 years went by. How much time has passed by now?
2 years.
Then one evening, as Sergei was standing at the ticket window of a theatre, paying for his seat, he noticed a little man beside him with a coat collar of a curly fur and a worn sealskin cap. So curly fur means a good jacket and good clothes he was wearing. This little individual timidly is kind of shyly in a soft manner, asked the ticket seller for a seat in the gallery and paid for it in copper coins. So he was a well-to-do person. Lashkov, is that you? Cried Sergei, recognizing in the little man his former wood chopper. How are you? What are you doing? How is everything with you? All right. I'm a notary now. Notary, you know who's a notary?
Like who cuts the note and like.
No, notary is somebody जो law, legal में रहता है. We make agreements, right?
Ticket or?
No, it's to do with law. So he says, I'm a notary now and I'm paid 35 rubles a month. So he had gone to 35 rubles now. He's doing well.
1 ruble is how?
20 plus
वही तो
20.
मैंने पूछा था.
So 50 rupees just.
What?
अभी वो गिरी है वैसे.
35 rupees
So
कमा
1 ruble is अगर
अरे
बहुत कम 2000 3000
rupees to 50 पैसा.
It's maybe in one point,
Ruble
to INR. It is 1.35 Indian rupees. That's what I said.
तो यानी सिर्फ 35 रुपीस कमाता है मंथ के
1.35.
35
वही मतलब एक बनेगा 1.35.
Just 35 इधर है.
Hmm?
35 rupees.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank heaven, that's fine. I am delighted for your sake. Who says this? Sergei says this now. I am very, very glad, Lashkov. You see, you are my godson in a sense. Godson means
Yes.
like my own child, just like my own child.
Bhagwan sir. God.
Like my own child. I gave you a push along the right path, you know. Do you remember what a roasting I gave you then? Roasting is criticism. Means उसने बहुत उसको डांटा चिल्लाया. So that's the roasting. I nearly had you sinking to the ground at my feet that day. Sinking to the ground means you were so ashamed on that day. Thank you, old man, for not forgetting my words. Thank you too, said Lashkov. If I hadn't come to you then, I might still have been calling myself a teacher or a student to this day. Right? The pseudo teacher and the pseudo student. Yes, by flying to your protection, I dragged myself out of a pit. I am very glad indeed. Thank you for your kind words and deeds. I am very grateful to you and your cook. God bless that good and noble woman. So what is he saying now? I'm very grateful to
That would
your cook. What was the cook's name? Olga.
Olga.
So why is he thankful to Olga now? So he says, God bless that good and noble woman. You spoke finely then, and I shall be indebted to you to my dying day. Indebted to you means
you get
आभारी रहूंगा तुम्हारे को लाइफ भर. Okay, lifelong.
जिंदगी भर.
Zindagi bhar, I'll be thankful to you. But strictly speaking, it was your cook, Olga, who saved me. How is that? Now he's saying, when I used to come to your house to chop wood, she used to begin, oh, you sot. You sot is drunkard. You miserable creature. There's nothing for you but ruin. And then she would sit down opposite me and grow sad, look into my face and weep. So she used to get angry on him, and she also used to feel sad for his situation. Oh, you unlucky man, there's no pleasure for you. Oh, you unlucky man, there's no pleasure for you in this world, and there will be none in the world to come. So, who used to tell? Olga used to tell this to Lashkov. You drunkard, you will burn in hell. Oh, you unhappy one. And she would carry on, and so she would, what did I say?
And so you told, and she.
And so, and so she would carry on, in that strain. In that strain means in the same tone, with the same words, she used to continue talking to him like that. I can't tell you how much misery she suffered, how many tears she shed for my sake. But the chief thing was, chief. She used to chop the wood for me. She used to chop the wood. So all the time, whatever wood he used to chop that he used to not do, she used to do for him.
So very puppety.
Do you know? No, but that helped him. So do you know, sir, that I did not chop one single stick of wood for you? She did it all. Why this saved me and why I changed, why I stopped drinking at the sight of her, I cannot explain. I only know that owing to her words and noble deeds.
I only know that.
Arey, shut up, yaar.
I only know that owing to her words and noble deeds, a change. At least I know he's paying attention. तो बोलेगा तो
Of course.
नहीं तो you are even like lost. कहाँ क्या चल रहा है? So
No change.
I only know that owing to her words and noble deeds, a change took place in my heart. She set me right, and I shall never forget it. So means she spoke bad, she spoke to him rudely, but then at the same time she cared for him. So that love that she gave made him feel like changing himself. However, it is time to go now. There goes the bell. Rashkov bowed and departed to the cabinet and the chair.
And now break. हो गया मैम देखो.
बेकार है ये लोग.
क्या मीठा.
जा लगो. अच्छा, they are planning to go and buy something. क्या लेना?
क्या पता बस.
ये कितने रुपीस रखते हैं?
नहीं मालूम.
10 रुपए chips and
Come back quickly, within 10 minutes.
हाँ 30 लगा के.
Within 5 minutes.
5 minutes नहीं.
हाँ.
सूर्यवंशी 29 को वॉशरूम पे जाना तुझे. जल्दी आ.
अरे फोन छोड़ के गया है अरमान
भाई छोड़ दे भाई फोन पे.
तू हाथ मत लगा.
बेचारे का फोन ले लिया था.
Grandma, what will do? Show me the book.
future time.
Then
Future time. Correct, congrats.
These are all easy ones. I think we can start from.
Australia is Polish.
You would have solved it, no?
हाँ नहीं
The ones that
ऑस्ट्रेलिया से सी
You है ना?
Okay, come here.
मेरा फ्रेंड है
Future time reference you have written. Models you have.
Yes. अरे इतनी लंबी सी हो गई 123 days.
सबसे ऊपर अबे नहीं मैंने सारी
नहीं
You don't see it.
आई नो नहीं चल रही है चलिए कुछ भी मिलता है क्या होगा yes चार की मिला
Model speech was. That's all. But the passive we
I
have.
have क्या करा
She's not. I'm Stephen. Just check. Page
Please check.
number. For a इधर नहीं किया. It's your turn. So we do the passive. Report it is done, and we'll see this transformation. Reordering, this one reordering, but you know that is that is.
I know how it's done yeah
It's done also. The numbers. Okay, so this is done. Transformation. Omission is done. Editing.
editing is also done
Editing is also done.
क्या है
ऐसे कैसे लगते हैं पहले
Now prepositions.
yes
अरे बना रखा है उसमें आधे दोस्त
Not done. Not done.
तुम ऐड कर सकते हो
You have.
like I am not
यार पानी भर दो
No, see here she's also not done it, and yours is also empty, na?
इतना तो है नहीं होता
no mom it's not
Written.
थोड़ा तो भी भर जाए
no mom
Page 56 preposition.
oh इसका तो है no no ma'am
क्या है
not done है
Not done, no? और इसमें ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है, कुछ उसमें fill in the blanks होते हैं. You can pick up these. The passive. These three are done. Connectors, what is that? What is that? Connectors with the conjunction.
I'm only the first example
We have done?
no
Not done? So by here we have to write, okay, we'll try then do this also, otherwise this you all can manage on your own. It's, see here you are, it's conjunctions basically, choice. And these exercises, the answers would be there.
like that
You know, solved exercises. You can solve that additionally for practice. So we'll try to do the conditions. So what we definitely do, we do passive, prepositions, transformations, and time मिलेगा तो करेंगे.
practice कर लिया नहीं हुआ है अरे हमारी स्कूल के लिए